everyone, so today I'm going to be doing a review on two different contour sticks from two different Korean beauty brands. The first one is the Coloring Multi-Stick from Missha, and then the second one is the Saemmul Cream Stick Blusher from the brand the Saem. So I've recently gotten into more of actually cream and stick contouring, and I wanted to try a few Korean contouring sticks to kind of see what they're like, how similar they are. So these were the two that I decided on, and I am going to apply both of them and see how they wear. So the Missha one I have is in the color Peanut Brown. This one was $7.68 and this one has 7.1 grams of product. And then on the other end, it also includes a little synthetic brush for blending. And then the one from the Saem, this one I paid $5.57 for. This one actually has 8 grams of product and it doesn't have any brush included. And this one is in the color Coffee Smoothie. So you're actually getting more product in this one for less. You do pay more for this one and you're getting less product, but you also are getting a brush in this one. But to be honest, you know, I'm not a huge fan of this brush. I don't hate it. It can definitely get the job done. It's a very like small, densely packed brush and it's very soft. The only thing I don't like is that it's almost too dense. Like I need something a little bit more fluffy to kind of blend it out. So real quickly, I'll get into doing the demo portion of both of these concealer sticks. So as far as the two contour stick colors, this top one here is the Missha brand one and the bottom one is from the Saem. I'd say that they are very similar in color. I think that the Missha one might have just a tiny bit more of a reddy, very slight red tone to it. And the Missha one is also just like a tiny bit more of a glossy kind of finish to it. I find that whenever I blend these in though, however, it doesn't have any kind of glossy look to it, but just swatched, there is just a little bit more of a sheen to it. I don't know if you'll be able to see that or not, but I will apply both of them. I'm gonna do one on one side and one on the other. So the first one I'm gonna apply is the Missha one. This one is the one with the brush and one that is a little bit more expensive. I'm gonna apply these one at a time just so I have time to blend them and I don't want it to like kind of dry on the skin at all. So how I like to do this is just to kind of lightly draw on the contour like that and kind of dot around the hairline a bit. And yeah, there's not really too much to it. Now this one does have the brush with it. I'm not a huge fan of the brush. It's actually very nice and smooth and I think you can definitely get the job done with it, but it's really not my favorite. I just find that it's just not fluffy enough. It's a little bit too dense. That I find that it just kind of moves around the product underneath, like the foundation or any kind of base makeup. So I don't really love using this brush to blend it out. What I do like to use is something like this. It's a very soft, more fanned out kind of brush, and I like to use this a lot more to blend the product in. I think it just gives a nice, more natural kind of look without it moving around the foundation or any other products that I have under it. So this is kind of what I typically like to use to blend it. So I'm gonna apply just a little bit more over the top because that first brush, like I mentioned, is not my favorite. I find that it just kind of blends too much of the product away. So like I mentioned, this kind of brush, this is the 110 from Coastal Scents. It's very inexpensive and I actually bought it quite a while ago, probably almost, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 years ago, because I thought I wanted to use this brush for something else and I never found a use that I liked it for until I started using it for this, and I think it works great. So this is just an awesome brush and super inexpensive. So this is a side without any contour and this is the Missha contour side. You can definitely build it up and kind of get more of an intense contour if that's what you want. For now, I'm just gonna kind of go a little bit easy on it, and once I get the other side on, I'll see if I need to kind of build it up more or whatever. So for this side, I'm going to be using the one from the Saem. This one, again, is very similar and you're actually getting more product in it. I feel that this color is just a slightly bit cooler, but so subtly different. I just find that this one to be a little bit better because it's just not quite as red. And I also love how the this blends out with this brush as well. I find that it works pretty well. And so this is this side with the contour done. This is the Saem side. And then this one is the Missha one. So I think overall, like, really you can't tell very much of a difference at all. And this is very much more of a subtle kind of contour. So I'm going to build it up just a little bit more and kind of show you maybe if you wanted to do like a more intense kind of contour, how it would look. So this is how it looks with it built up a little bit more. And then I also applied a little bit of it on both sides to my kind of jawline, just to kind of make that look a little bit more contoured. So I'm gonna finish my makeup and I'm gonna come back and tell you guys what I think about these products and which one I'd recommend. So as far as how these two wear and how they look, I find them to be extremely similar. But if you were going to pick between the two of these, I would personally pick the Saem one. It's a little less expensive. You get a full gram more of the product, even though you don't get the brush. And the color is just slightly more cooler, which I think works better for my skin tone. Both products are very lightly scented, kind of like a powdery scent to them, but definitely nothing noticeable when it's on the skin. But there are tons of different Korean beauty brands that do their own version of a contour stick, so I definitely look forward to trying more in the future because I really want to find one that's like the perfect cool color for me. But if I was gonna pick a winner between these two, I really think you can't go wrong with either of them. But for me, the Saem one does win, and it's also a little bit smaller because it does not have the brush in it, which I don't really find is my favorite anyway. So I feel like for me, the Saem is the winner. So that is it for this review video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram, link is below. Until my next video, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.